Don't look away.
I didn't put any stock into the words of those stargazers until I saw my first sand giant. It cut a horse in half. I haven't run so fast since I was stealing meat on the streets of Riften. Now we're all listening a bit more closely. Everyone is these days. Funny how a few months ago, they were just a bunch of star-obsessed loonies. Now, they're the only folks with any idea what's going on. Their observatory is up on top of that big hill there. Can't miss it.
It's good you've arrived. You should talk to Hara if you haven't already. Nobody. Just an old scholar with no particular skill except tracking the stars. I always believed that the stars bless heroes with the gifts to face the troubles of their time. But now, the stars themselves are troubled. I'm afraid this is the end. Of course, there are 13 star signs. The warrior, the mage, and the thief are called the Guardians because they each govern 3 charges. They watch over Tamriel. Distant, impersonal, but I like to think benevolent. The Serpent. Originally, there were only 12 signs, but the Serpent usurped his place in the night sky. He does not appear at a fixed time, but darts chaotically through the seasons, attacking the Guardians' charges. She's very wise and very knowledgeable about the stars. She came to us only a short while ago, after living in seclusion and studying the old Yakutan astrological traditions. The extent of her knowledge is impressive, and she's been very helpful. Many people come to Craglorn to live and study in peace. We are fortunate that Hara saw the signs when she did. Without her help, Belkarth would have been overrun along with the rest of Craglorn when the trouble started. Of course, there are 13 star signs. The warrior, the
I worry about Hara. She's been working so hard since the Celestials appeared. I tell her she'll wear herself out, but she doesn't listen.
Speak quickly. I am very busy and our order is stretched to the breaking point. Of course, I'm sorry. You've come to help us and I'm being rude. Then I'll start from the beginning. A short while ago, the 3 guardian star signs, the warrior, the mage, and the thief, vanished from the night sky. I wish I knew. I've studied the stars my whole life. I've heard them speak, but now they're silent. It's eerie. All I know is when the Guardians disappeared, 3 powerful beings started attacking Craglorn. They call themselves the Celestials. I don't know. It's not a name I'd ever heard before. 2 of the Celestials identify themselves as the Warrior and the Mage. The third, strangely, calls himself the Serpent, after the 13th constellation. The thief is nowhere to be found. Stargazers consists of scholars who are no match for the current threat. We need champions to face the warrior, the mage, and the serpent, and, if possible, to find the thief. Join us. Be our strong arm, our sharp sword against the Celestials. Of course, but don't take too long. The Guardian Stars have protected Tamriel for centuries. How long can we last without their favor? What is your decision? We need your help. Thank you. We have a lot of work to do. But first, you must become an official member of our order. Enter the Circle of Stars and accept our blessing. Stars above, let this new light do your will.
Accept them, O stars.
Let them always follow where you lead.
Oh, please aid them.
And bless them to restore those who have fallen from glory, our missing guardians.
Oh, please bless them.
We must talk. Do not be afraid. I am a friend. Forgive me. I did not know any other way to contact you without revealing myself. Even now, the Serpent's followers, the Scaled Court, are searching for me. I am the Celestial Thief. I appeared with the other Guardians when the Serpent broke free and manifested in Tamriel. One by one, the Serpent trapped the others. First the warrior, then the mage. He wants to do the same to me. Yes, they attacked Craglorn against their will. Listen, the Serpent's nature is chaos. He wants to undermine the very order of reality. He will not stop with Craglorn. My power alone is not enough. You must free the other Guardians. I will help you as much as I dare, but the Serpent is looking for me. If he ensnares me as he has the others, all is lost. Hara and the Stargazers will help you. Use their knowledge. Look for the presence of the Scaled Court. Where they are, the Serpent is surely at work. But you must not tell anyone you saw me. The Serpent's followers are everywhere. In a way, just as you might look at a picture of the star signs and say, that's the thief, or that's the warrior. Just so, I'm the thief, or one way of seeing the thief. Of the 12 rightful star signs, it's the Guardian's duty to protect the lesser signs, our charges, against the destructive ways of the Serpent. With the warrior and mage under the Serpent's control, their charges are vulnerable. So is Tamriel. It would be surprising if I didn't. The Stargazers are only dimly aware of it, but they carry an ancient legacy as students of the star signs. Their devotion has not gone unnoticed. You have been accepted by the stars above. You are now one of us.
I worry about Hara. She's been working so hard.
The stars have accepted you. I just hope it is not too late. Volumes of prophecy have been written about the stars, but not even the oracles foresaw these events. Gather allies before you leave the city. You'll need loyal friends to face the armies of the warrior, the mage, and the serpent. Return to me each time you learn something new. I will use what you learn to devise a plan to defeat the Celestials. It appears that the Serpent has gathered the bulk of his forces in the mountainous region to the north and sealed himself within. So much the better. That gives us a chance to learn what we can about this threat and plan a defense. Tradition holds that the warrior is one of the guardians who defends the other stars against the Serpent. But the warrior celestial who has recently appeared is no friend. He commands a merciless army of ancient Yokudan warriors called the Ankara. All I know is they are ancient and dangerous. I've heard intriguing rumors from the Daggerfall Covenant outpost to the west of a champion who appeared about the same time as the Ankara. That may be a good place to start looking for answers. One of our number, Errol, has been examining old Nedic writings on the subject. He hopes to find insight into the Celestial's sudden appearance. Errol is smart, but he's not exactly battle-hardened. I'd be grateful if you'd help him. All I know is they are ancient and dangerous. I've heard in tradition holds that the mage, the warrior, and the thief are the guardian star signs. But the magical events in the foothills of Craglorn, including an ever-growing army of Atronachs, suggest that the mage has fallen under the Serpent's control. The Atronachs were originally summoned by a circle of conjurers from the city of Elenhir to defend Craglorn against the Dark Anchors, but it's clear they're answering to another master now. And if anything, their numbers are growing. I'm at a loss. The conjurers who summoned the Atronachs have disappeared, but since the Atronachs were summoned to defeat the Dark Anchors, perhaps the Dolmens hold a clue. Tradition holds that the warrior is one of the guardians who defends the other stars against the Serpent. But the warrior celestial who has recently appeared is no friend. He commands a merciless army of ancient Yokudan warriors called the Ankara. One of our number, Errol. Tradition holds that the mage, the war... Strange things, difficult to describe. A large spell scar in the middle of the desert, and the appearance of two high elves in Belkarth, each claiming to be the mage herself. It's as if the mage tried to fight back against the Serpent and lost. I wouldn't rule it out, but I haven't had time to look into their claims. You're free to investigate, but be wary of a trap. The Serpent could simply be baiting us. Last I heard, the women were still at the Crossroads Tavern here in Belkarth.
Many lives are at stake.
Making your own. There's no excuse.
don't mind the beat.